Seen anything like it before?
No.
Welcome back to Horizon
There.
Forbidden West, guys.
That's our way out.
What way? We got formally introduced to cauldrons. And even though we've already had one, or did one before, which these cauldrons are super cool. What is it that they want? Enter the facility. Well, we kind of did, didn't we? Isn't that what opening the door does?
Error. Unauthorized access. Initiating facility lockdown. Stay out.
What's going on?
Stay out.
Well, at least the emergency lights work.
What just happened?
No idea.
Minerva's definitely here. And I think it's trying to keep us out.
Why?
I'll scout ahead, see if there's a way to get us in.
Go to head.
You sure we shouldn't come with you?
Well, yeah, Minerva could be dangerous. Let me make sure it's safe.
Okay.
We'll be right here if you need us.
Oh, now it's gonna let me. Okay. Uh-huh. Well... Up or down? Which way are we going? Like up. Anything down? I don't think so. I think it's just another way to climb if you mess up.
Are you doing okay, Zoe?
Zoe.
Zoe?
All this. Minerva. Hephaestus. Gaia.
Okay.
This
I
is what
need
will
to
help heal
find where
Plain
Minerva's
Song.
hiding.
It's hard to explain.
I should look for a way to access the
I
facility
barely
systems.
understand it, but yeah. It's what Aloy's been looking for this whole time.
I really hate that when they overtalk on each other. I mean, you don't mean to, but it just happens. It's up here.
Locked.
Okay. All I needed to know.
Alert. Restricted access. You are not wanted here.
What? Why?
Nope, sorry. You're not getting rid of me that easily, Minerva.
Exactly.
Let's see where this leads.
Couple of them. I'm gonna check the rest
What are
here
all those
first.
cables in the center for? Minerva's shutting me out.
Ah, okay. There we go. So this is Minerva, the basically data center. I'll take that.
Dead end.
Dead end. Wait, what? There's nothing in this one. Okay. It lies.
I can feel a draft above. Might be a way out of this shaft.
It's over here. Ooh. Please be... It's a fragment. Yes! We need, like, a lot of them. Where does all this go?
Looks like another part of the facility.
Okay, I'm officially lost.
Door's locked.
Can't get this.
Don't think I'm getting through that door right now.
Yes, you keep
I should
mentioning
turn
that.
back, see what else I can find.
Like we're headed up. I don't think you can climb any higher. At least outside.
And I'm outside.
What?
I need to find a way back into the facility. Maybe I could look for a way in higher up the mountain.
Seriously? This just gets weirder and weirder.
I'm close.
Wait,
If I
okay.
can get Minerva to cooperate, I can merge it with Gaia.
Ah, I see.
Finally bring her back. Then we can start fixing the blight, the storms, and maybe she can help me figure out who those strangers in the proving lab were. Why did they have a clone of Elizabeth? Why did they want it back up?
That's my question. Look at this place.
Pipes up there. Might lead me to a way back in. But how to reach them?
Obviously, we're gonna glide. I don't see anything up above. Oh, I bet you we're gonna have to climb. Yeah, we're gonna have to climb that anyway. Alright. Whoops. Would you... Aloy, stay on the... There you go. I really don't have many berries, do I? Might have to go berry picking. Oh
There's
man.
Plainsong. I hope the Utaru are doing okay.
Wow, look at
After the
that.
attack.
That is so cool.
Some of those rocks look loose. I think I can clear them. Aha. Another shaft.
Another shaft. So we go from one shaft to the next shaft. No pun intended.
Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place.
Okay, there's stuff under the stairs. 10 out of 10. Automatically, there's stuff under the stairs. Oh, gosh.
Looks like some kind of dome. Wonder what it's for.
Yeah, the visual effects are absolutely amazing. Come on, grab it. Oh, you're joking. What am I gonna have to fight down there? Let's see, am I full on everything? I think so. Pretty much. Okay. Let's see what's in store.
System core penetrated.
What is this? Look at this place.
No!
I don't think you're gonna be able to, yeah, force that.
Minerva, I need the console. Please.
Access denied.
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything? You were part of something bigger once. Something good. Gaia. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot her without you.
Will I cease?
I think you'll disappear into her. Become part of her. Like you used to be.
Misery will cease.
Yes.
That's some intelligent AI there.
Thank you. Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code. Do you wish to initiate heuristic matrix?
Here goes.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. A moment. Scanning data.
Oh man. She's scanning our journey, our memories through the focus.
So it is Aloy, not Elizabeth. We have much to discuss, but initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest you familiarize yourself with this facility. It is our best option for a base of operations, and you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions? They will be here shortly.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them.
Don't
okay?
overwhelm them.
They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
Oh, that's an understatement.
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real. Laurel, Zoe. This is Gaia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Gaia's still, waking up. Let's look around.
I will highlight the location of the lab on your focus. I have established a network between your focuses, allowing you to communicate when apart.
Good.
Wow.
So what was this place?
A regional control center, where Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming operations in the area.
Oh man, look at that shit. They mapped the sky basically. It's like being in our school had one of these I can't think of the name. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I suggest you explore this facility.
Okay.
Aloy, until my initialization is complete.
It'll come to me in like 5 minutes or something, and all of a sudden I'll just remember it and blurt it out. So be ready for that. Wow.
What's all this?
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
You could fit a good number of people in here.
Or maybe just a few. To start with, you two go ahead. I'm going to poke around a bit.
That door leads to the west exit.
Okay.
But first, we have much to discuss. After you visit the lab.
Right.
Okay, that's the lab. What's this?
Looks like an office.
Correct. The facility was designed with a number of private offices.
I guess it's nice to have a space to call your own.
No kidding.
This would have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations.
Unfortunately, those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed.
Wow.
That's too bad. So this place was here all this time. Built for people who would never show up.
Why didn't they?
Showers?
Remember that guy I told you about? Ted Farrow? He sabotaged things. It wasn't supposed to be this way.
He's looking at what the heck is
What's
that?
this space for?
It's a toilet.
This would have been the sleeping quarters for control center operatives.
Reminds me of the bedhouse aspirants had to sleep in the night before the proving.
Oh, I bet you. Oh, I know what's going on. This is gonna become our base, isn't it? Like our home base. Sure. There's like 4 beds here. Wow. Okay. Now we know what's up. What's going on?
Hey, Gaia? Why doesn't this door have power?
At my current operating level, I am only able to restore functionality to part of this facility.
Okay, these
In
are
time, that may change.
these are gonna be our
Got
rooms
it.
or something.
Looks like another office.
If no one's ever been here, who built all this?
Gaia
Question.
did. With the help of machines.
Hey, Barrett. Wow, this is crazy. The big old kitchen in the middle. Look at the stove, man. Okay, here's the lab.
So this was supposed to be a lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll take a look.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So this is how we're gonna, after we visit a cauldron, we have to come here and then kind of like build our override. Or program our override kind of thing. Okay. So let's do it. Let's do... I so want to ride a Triceratops. That's my goal right now in this game, is to ride a Triceratops. Let's go ahead and do these. Let's create a job for that. And that. So we have them all. Oh man, we can ride a hippo? That will be awesome.
Well, I was able to repair some of the corrupted overrides. But it looks like I need data from more machine parts to fix the rest.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy.
Then we just
When
do
you
that?
are ready, return to the control room. We have much to discuss.
There's something I didn't find then. Okay, where is it? Bunker door. Wants us to go out that way, but there's a, where's that elevator shaft? There's an elevator shaft somewhere here. There it is. I wonder if whatever it is down here, yeah. Well, we've been down
What's
here.
all this stuff for?
This facility was designed to process an immense amount of data from the terraforming system.
Aha.
This is where it would have been stored.
The gigantic server room. Name the hippo Moto Moto. I love
You
that.
have now visited all accessible rooms of the facility.
But I want a Triceratops. You gotta think of a name for the Triceratops. Look at all the stuff in here. Obviously, we gotta
Looks like some kind
get
of
the
storage
parts
room.
to get it so we can override it, but still. Okay, so that's where we were at the vents. Okay, now we've explored everything. What was
Oh,
optional?
I've been down here before.
Oh, you don't say.
That's where I first got into the facility.
Really? Well, that was interesting. And I bet you this is gonna become
Okay.
our, like, base of
Maybe
operations.
it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
Cool. Alright, she's done rebooting now, apparently.
Hello, Aloy.
Hi. So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Oh, pff,
Yeah,
tons.
but two big ones first.
How about Ramsey? Oh, there you go. Okay, well, let's talk about the strangers. I want to know who they are.
Maybe you can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal? Okay, that sounds ominous.
Oh, we
The
knew
signal
that's
did
what it
not
was out
come
there
from
for.
Earth, Aloy.
What? Planetarium! I
Calculations
knew I was gonna
are
remember it.
complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away. A distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
Wow.
Okay, so what's so far away and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
Serious? But that's where Far Zenith, their ship.
The Odyssey.
Yes, that's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless... I don't... Why make it seem like they failed?
Oh boy. I didn't want it
They
known.
didn't want anyone to know.
Yeah.
They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there.
Why though?
Wait. The strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of... Far Zenith?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
So they took 8 years, 8.5 years to get here. For what? Why would they come back to Earth? So many questions I don't know yet.
We're not gonna be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your subfunctions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern. Receiving.
Wow.
Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
Well, it's not good.
What about the others?
Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach, procurable.
So there's only 3. Is that even enough?
And Hephaestus?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet, making it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth.
Wow.
Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
Okay, don't break it.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
Okay. Wow.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it?
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
Well, okay, how long do we have then?
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
Oh my god. That's not long at all.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
That's
We
a
will only
tall
gain
order.
a few months more.
Oh my god.
Well, every bit counts.
That's insane. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter. They both have extremely long question lines. Okay.
The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that... if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power... until she could take control of Hephaestus. And
They
then the whole
probably destroyed their
terraforming
own
system-
planet, too.
And yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere, to their specifications.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
but with opposite results.
But why?
Extinction instead of salvation. Well, this is not good.
Oh my gosh, okay.
You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster. A mere 13 years,
Oh,
or 0.662 the speed of light.
Only 13
Okay,
years.
enough. You're making my head spin.
No kidding.
The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so.
I kind of think so. Because you could see she didn't want to be there when we ran into her, and she was surprised to see us, and it looked like she was about to ask for help before she got yanked back by one of those matrixy things, you know?
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years.
Well, there's
So
your answer.
The duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light-years away. Because it was far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes, as your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates.
Oh, yes.
They appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, I want
You're
that.
not kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. Perhaps a way can be found to defeat their shielding.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope so. Or I'm not gonna be winning fights against them anytime soon.
Interesting.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
Wow, that's a lot of info right there. Just on that alone. Okay, now the subordinates. Okay, let's ask about
You
the
said
big
you
one.
need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet.
So that's basically the entire
Only
network.
through it can
Okay.
I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
So Hephaestus is basically the entire network of every AI machine, everything everywhere. So that's why it's so important.
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me, rather than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
So the bigger the better.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
Wow. So Hephaestus isn't even at, 50%.
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions, which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
Oh boy.
So could you build an army of machines?
I don't like where this is going.
Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
Okay, something's wrong there. I don't like that. Basically, we're talking about building another AI army again. That we just defeated in the last game, mind you. I see this backfiring very heavily. I don't like that.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Farrow.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them.
Oh, so they could be out there.
Without a trace.
They could be out there. We could stumble across one, maybe.
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know about them?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather.
I would say we want that one
Poseidon
first.
controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular. In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
Like Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. All of a sudden, we just got dumped on with information.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yeah, we already...
Yes.
Why did this
As
come
your
back up
encounter
as...
with them at
We
the
didn't
proving lab
hear
amply
this.
demonstrates. They
Oh,
appear
okay.
to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective
Yeah,
energy
we know
field.
this.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I've...
Throughout history, every defensive technology, for example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus, no shielding.
Okay,
So there's...
we heard this, but why is it showing... Okay, now it's showing that it's... I don't know. That was weird. Must be a small little glitch.
I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions.
Donuts!
What can you tell me about their locations?
Nice.
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case, you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus.
Oh, it's okay.
But they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Well, a little
That's
bit.
a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
What
Just-
about
just a
Poseidon
bit.
and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas was located
Oh, nice.
A ruin in the middle of the desert, huh?
Las Vegas,
Strange place
baby.
for an
Let's
AI
go.
devoted to water.
there. Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Tanakh territory. Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
I got a pick. Obviously Ether. I guess.
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region.
That'd be cool.
Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere. Should you change your mind, you can update your objective via your focus interface at any time.
Oh,
I
cool.
will also transmit a summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have a great deal to accomplish.
Oh, you ain't kidding. You have fun in your planetarium.
I do, don't I?
Is something wrong?
It's a lot for one person.
I don't know. It's just that Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it. Do you think I can do it all? Repair the system, defeat Varzenith, live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
Well, she's got the confidence in us. Holy cow.
Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain to Plainsong, should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
Well, establish the base. Yep. Okay, so this is gonna definitely be our base of operations. What is this?
Gaia? What is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I find the drones out in the wilds,
Cool.
I could get the data from them, use it to reconnect them, and restore the display.
Oh, we saw one, but that's just it. We only saw one. That was we tried to take on that giant machine, and it was like, nope. We were way underpowered for it. There was a drone above it. So,
Okay.
that's the only one I've seen,
I need
though.
to bring Ether back for Gaia. Varl and Zoe are waiting for me by the west exit.
All right, let's take a look at our quests. Wow, talk about machine dump or info dump. I want to do this. I want to find that village. Errands, jobs, contracts. We did all the contracts, and he didn't give us anything for it, which really. Oh, the hunting grounds. Okay, so we did. I don't know why this isn't being marked as done. We did them all. They're all checked off. So, yeah. There's one by Plainsong. We want to do that eventually. There's a rebel outpost by Plainsong as well. Okay. All the collectibles, too. Survey drone. Drone modules. The black boxes. Okay, well, I think we got our course here.
But I could head back east first.
Yeah.
Check on how Plainsong's doing after the attack.
Which way is east here? Okay. So she said there's 2 exits. Where's the other exit? Confused. Okay, I guess we're just gonna go through the west door. I'm assuming this is it.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think it'll be better this way.
Gotta talk to these guys anyway.
After you, Aloy.
Awesome. Look at that! Wow.
I need to head further west. To, get more of Gaia's components. Make her stronger. You two can stay here in the meantime. And Gaia can help get you up to speed.
Basically blow your minds.
I'm not trying to shut you out. It's like training.
Actually, I'm gonna go back east to get Erend. bring him here.
Oh, cool.
Look, allies, friends can help. We have a place to stay now, and like you said, Gaia can teach us, catch us up. It'll be okay.
Okay. Take these then.
One to wear, one for backup.
While you're at it, stop by Stone's Echo and look for Milu. Give her a message for Talana that I found a way over the mountains.
Will do.
Are you going with him?
No. After what happened in the cave below, I want to stay here a while. There is much I need to understand. Maybe by the time you get back, I'll have a thing or two I can teach you.
Looking forward to it. When will you be back?
I'm not sure. But hopefully I'll have one of Gaia's missing components with me.
Be careful out there. Even in Plainsong, we heard how the Tenakth clanlands are suffering from storms, machines, and now Regala.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Good hunting, Aloy.
The Tenakth clanlands.
Wow.
Somewhere out there's 3 of Gaia's sub-functions. And who knows what else.
We have 11 skill points. Wow, the skill points just keep coming. Not complaining or anything, but yeah. Let's see, what about traps here? We like to use our traps sometimes. Food, don't really care about food. Quick wire. Quickly launch a tripwire of your currently selected type with a preset length. Wire explodes and deactivates after a limited time. Well, I don't want that. Any part of the enemy, including armor, without needing to fully draw the weapon. Oh, that's gonna be huge. We're gonna need that. Definitely need that. Place traps faster would be nice. Okay, let's see what else is... We haven't really done much in the Machine Master area. Override machine with more health? No. Repair for much less. Which one was it that had stuff for... I think it was the Infiltrator. Stuff for... No. I keep forgetting the name of it. I think it was health then. Yeah, for the Shredder. Triple Shredder. I'm tempted to get this, and I think I might. Gain more Valor. Let's do that. Finish this up. Yeah. I would like to get more in the Warrior Tree. We need to get a little bit stronger in this area. Power attacks deal more damage. Let's do that. That's 2 points. Energize your spear faster, or do we want one of these? Melee detonator. Half moon slash. Spread shot. I don't really care about. Burst fire. I still want to try that. I gotta try that. R1 and hold R2. That's all for the warrior bow. More build up. Resonator blast. Critical strike. We want that. Resonator damage. Melee damage. Resonator build up. My favorite one. Weapon stamina. This costs 3 now down here. I think I might hold on to my 3 points actually. Be fair. That's for the Boltcaster. We also could upgrade one of these. It costs 3. Range Master is the one I use probably most of all. Elemental buildup. Damage resistance could be good, but I think stamina regen, I think that's gonna be the biggest one for us. I think I'm gonna stick with that. That's another one I'd like to do. This one. Tear, damage versus component. Yeah, we should be using this one. let's equip this. Heartbreaker. So, tear versus component plus 50. Damage versus components plus 50. Damage versus weak spot plus 50%. 30% chance per hit for valuable scrap to drop. I think this is going to be our main one here, actually. Looks nice. Let's upgrade this one. This is going to probably be our main one. Yeah, so this also has, this is for the spear and the spike. This is pretty much for, oh, the sharp shot. Oh, I wanted to get that braced shot. That looked cool. Oh, well, next time. We'll get that next time. Okay. Seeds of the Path are the new main quest. Which actually, let's see, where is that? I just would like to know where that... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Look at all the tall necks in the way, too. Okay, yeah, so that's not gonna happen right away. I want to do the roots that bind. And that is going to be... We got a lot of unknowns around here. Can you fast travel here? I think you can. Yeah, you can. Okay. There's a lot of unknowns along the way. I think we should just manually start heading there and kind of get these along the way. There's that camp outpost too, which is a side mission that we need to do. So I think that's what we're going to do. And we're level 20. We need to get back on the other side of the mountain, so we're going to have to go through here. Let's just kind of try to get to that campfire. The other door.
Oh, Aloy.
What?
Your Karja friend came through. She went to that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest.
Yeah. Okay, she's got something to say here. Can't speak to her.
Aloy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. You sure you're okay being alone in here?
I have Gaia. And learning how to interpret the glyphs of the old ones, it keeps me occupied.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Wow.
You mentioned you've been teaching yourself how to read?
Yes. Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the old ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes. The Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids, but Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me. So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Oh, wow.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
It couldn't have been easy, seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
Dang, girl.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvests passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter.
Wow, another info dump here is like talking to Gaia.
I need to go, but if you need anything, you can contact me through your focus.
I'll keep that in mind.
She learned very quickly how to use the focus. You can't get 100% on Tomb Raider games because Square Enix stopped the servers, but PlayStation didn't take off the achievements. That seems to be the case for a few games nowadays. Yeah, they need to, you know, change those or something. So it's possible. Here we go. Campfire. Do a quick save. Wow. So this episode was nothing but a whole, wow. Look at this! Oh my gosh, look at this. Wowee. This is insane.
Oh, the snow's dampening sounds.
Wow. Alrighty guys, well we're gonna leave it here for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. We come back. Looks like we have a night ramp through the Westlands. Later.